going on, Matt? How you doing tonight, brother?
Sorry, I was just cleaning off the sawdust from the
Yeah, well,
outside.
I couldn't cut down some trees today, Matt. So I went to take a shit today, and this is what I found. You know what I mean? I got my toilet paper. I took a massive shit, and that's what I found, Matt. Matt, 28-16, brother. 28-16, Matt. Did what, Matt? I don't know where we start, what we say. I don't know tonight, Matt. Where do we start?
We could start off of the first fucking drive. Giving up these big plays, these big runs. Actually, it started with the little bootleg from Dobbs or whatever his name is, and we had everybody bid on the run. There was nobody that was covering the outside.
Matt, that's something we call fundamental ball. We both coach up here, and it's fundamental ball, right? Know your assignments, know lane assignments, know how to contain on the outside. When did we ever see Dobbs run like that, brother? I mean, we know he can run, but damn, are you serious? Like
Yeah.
undisciplined football from the jump, number one, right away. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah,
Oh
it
man,
started with that, and then it's you'll probably hear people excuses starting off with, and all the Cowboys fans' excuses are going to be, "Oh, you guys really missed Travis or Trayvon Diggs." Yeah, we did, but at the same time, it wasn't just that corner. It wasn't just Bland. The entire defense came out flat as shit, and ever since then, the Cardinals ran all over us.
exactly. Everybody talks about next man up. I mean, that's the excuse of an ordinary fan, Matt. We look at past that whole scenario there. I don't give a damn. What I heard tonight was, oh, well, you can't score because you're missing Zach Martin. You're missing Tyron Smith. You're missing Tyler Baez. I don't give a damn. What about the other teams out there that missed a whole O line, washed up O line that just puts together garbage people? They score. We look like shit. It's very simple. Yeah, we're missing Diggs. I get that. Deron Bland, third in the rookie of the year last year, plays corner. I understand he's a little bit out of touch here with this synchronicity of the team, but what the hell happened with our secondary? Giving up plays to Marquise Brown going deep. What the hell is his name up? Jesus Christ, Rondale Moore, right up the middle on a 60-yard gash, Matt. Where's the
Yeah,
linebacker play? Where was that at?
they were too stuck in wrapped up with the linemen. Not reading the gaps, not doing their assignments. There's a lot of miscommunication on that defensive side today.
Agreed.
We're not pointing fingers at defense. A big part of it was on defense today.
Sure.
However, a lot of it came from offensive side and the head coach,
Yeah,
the
we'll definitely
coaches.
get into that. We will definitely get into that. I'll just
Yeah,
read a couple comments in. Hey, we love you guys checking in. Yeah, boys, I understand. Hey, I agree with you today. Yeah, boys, you shit the bed very simple, very quick. Jim Chechesko, he's from the Philly Press Box every Wednesday at 6 p.m. How about them Cowgirls? Was fun to watch. I'm glad you thought it was fun to watch. I thought it was an embarrassing moment, but you know what? Here we keep it real. We're going to tell you exactly how we feel. There ain't no sugarcoating on this show, Matt. Is that right?
I don't know.
Let's get into it, Matt. I mean, listen. Hey, I, I understand we were missing three linemen. I understand that. But Matt, we were still gashing the middle, brother. What happened with this? We went from a balanced play calling to a JV freshman team with Mike McCarthy playing this play calling today. What did you see?
Yeah, I mean, I see no balls at all. You have three solid. Michael Gallup, first off, went off
Yeah,
today, and it was great to see him back in action like that. We haven't seen that in over a year.
hmm
Um, However, besides that, you have Dak Prescott only looking at one receiver again. He's not looking at all of his options. You
yeah.
have Mike McCarthy acting like he's killing Moore,
During
calling
some time,
plays.
during some time in this games, man, I wish we had Kellen Moore back play calling. At
Yeah,
least he was a little intuitive, getting out there. How many times did Mike McCarthy run a 12 personnel, 13 personnel? Not at all during this game. No double tight
right.
ends, nothing. At least Kellen Moore would be a little bit initiative and say, okay, we're going to on the red zone, we're going to run a double tight end here. Go 13 personnel, three tight ends. We didn't see shit tonight, Matt. We didn't see anything. And we talk about this all the time with Dak Prescott. How many times, Matt, have we actually said this guy cannot read a progression tree? He looks one
That's it.
receiver. He eyes it down. He eyes it down. Look at last week's Sauce Gardner. That was a pick six, easy to happen with him right there. This week, it happened three times. There was two bad balls in the first, one in the first half, one in the second, and we've seen in the red zone when the game is on the clock. Didn't look at anybody. Man, I said in the group chat that one play, he had Michael Gallup on that fourth down wide open in the end zone, standing there looking at the pylon, and he threw it
Yep.
double coverage. What the hell was he seeing, Matt?
There was a lot of times tonight that he threw the ball in double and triple coverage at times.
Yes.
And we all know, if you're throwing in a double and triple coverage, that means there's at least one or two guys that are open, and you're just not looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it was just poor decision on Dak, making rookie mistakes, terrible, terrible play calling from Mike McCarthy, time management to start the game off. You go from, all these penalties just killed us.
Matt,
I
there
mean,
was,
yeah,
there
a
was
couple of them we don't agree with, but
right. There was a couple, but Matt, there was a mind-blowing stat tonight. 10 penalties the first half, most by an NFL team in 15 years, I believe, something like that.
yep,
That number one, that's not your team. That's your goddamn head coach right there.
yep.
That's undisciplined football. What do you practice for, Matt? You practice all this in the practice field. I tell you what, if my team had 10 penalties in the first half, oh, you know what Monday is going to be, right?
Oh hell yeah.
You already know that. But what is going on with this team? Let's talk about Mike McCarthy. Matt, a defensive game here where you can't score. Are points important? Take the damn points.
Yes, points are. I mean, to be honest, on that drive, I did say go for it in my mindset, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because our defense had a nice stop. Our defense seemed like they were starting to,
Yeah.
firing all cylinders. So I said, go for it, fuck it. But the play decision, the play, Dak Prescott, it was just he just you know he just wasn't there tonight at all. He
Matt,
would
did you
go home wondering if he was playing tonight. I mean,
exactly? Yeah, he was like a freshman quarterback. Just started his first game, and you got the varsity guy limping over there and saying, "I can play a better game with you." But Matt, did you notice how many times they ran the fullback? Those plays worked tonight.
yes,
They had a tight end playing fullback. It looked good. They were running the ball between the tackles. And I tell you what, the one thing I don't take anything away from Pollard. I don't take anything away from Rico, who got his first TD. I don't take anything away from them. The offensive line, they did what they could being banged up, but it's the play calling, like you said, Matt. It's the play calling.
right.
Is it time, Matt? Is it time? I got right there. Fire this clown. Is it time, Matt?
Listen, right now, I mean, listen, I've been telling you for years now, a couple of years now, that we
Mm-hmm.
should fire him. We need to look into somebody else. For right now, do we throw the fire out there? I would wait. If we go into next
True.
week to lose, I mean, listen, this could be a game we were smelling ourselves 2-0 against the Giants that actually end up beating the Cardinals, coming back from a 20-0 deficit.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, you're playing a Giants team. Everybody's first week is shaky. Especially not playing the preseason. So we don't judge anything off the first week really.
Sure. Sure.
It was nice to win 40-0 against a divisional team at that. But then you go into next week and you play the Jets that don't have Aaron Rodgers. Yes, their defense is an elite defense, but our defense won us that game.
Mm.
But when our defense doesn't pick us up, our offense needs to pick them up, and that's what didn't happen today.
Yeah. Matt, I completely agree with you. Aceto Soto says get rid of Dak. I can see that similar situation there. I can agree with that because to me, just like you said, we played a division game week one preseason. Basically, it's an extension into preseason playing the Giants. The defense won that game. Dak didn't do anything spectacular,
No.
nothing at all. Pollard looked good. We were kind of amazed by his stature being coming off the injury. Great game for him. Week two, we play an unmanned Aaron Rodgers team that the defense won this game. What did Dak do that game? Nothing. He manages game. Why are we paying a $40 million quarterback for another 3 years and he wants this great extension for $50 million a year when we have a guy on the bench named Cooper Rush who, Matt, manages games, don't turns the ball over. And what does he do more than Dak Prescott? He looks at his progression tree. Hey, Lamb, you're there. You're covered. Oh, shit, I got Gallup streaking. Let me get the ball to him. Let me hit the tight ends. Let me run my check down. Matt, how many check downs did we have tonight to the tight end 3 yards off the ball? When it's 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8,
Yeah.
3-yard check down. What is he seeing, Matt?
I mean, it falls on Dak, but here I go again. It falls on Mike McCarthy with
100%.
fucking these play calls.
Yeah.
These little flat passes or the little screen passes on 3rd and long is terrible. Get to the first down mark, get your 1 yard past it, and you make a throw. Or get somebody in stride down the middle.
It
Middle was open all day.
it was completely wide open. And that, I mean, what blows my mind is you have Brandon Cooks, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and three great tight ends that can catch the ball anywhere on the field. Where, man, I said in the group chat there was a couple plays where he threw down a check down. It was right into double coverage, but I blame the play calling as well with McCarthy because you had two tight ends within 3 yards of a piece. What kind of boundaries is that setting for your wide receivers? You can play a zone, you can play man. If you jump the ball, you're getting the ball. This goes all on McCarthy's play calling, where we heard so much about being at Green Bay, greatest thing with Aaron Rodgers. Well, you know what? Aaron Rodgers made Mike McCarthy. And I got to give you credit, Matt. 3 years ago, when we first started doing the show, you and I, screw Mike McCarthy. He's got to go. And what did I say? You know what? No, Matt, I'm on the ship with him. I got to give him another year. That was the COVID year. Last year, it really hit me like, okay, he's got to go. But you know what? I'm going to give him that one more shot, being the head coach, being the play caller. But you know what? My boot is on right now, Matt, because you screw this up, your ass is going wherever you want to go.
Yep. And you keep saying Cooper Rush, but you also have Trey Lance that's sitting on the sideline also.
Let's get into that. Yes.
Listen, I mean, if that keeps messing around, throw Trey Lance in there, see what he's got. What are we going to lose?
Matt, have you ever done this on your team? You ever done this? One player steps up, he plays great a couple games. He's managing games. Let's say your quarterback's playing a great season last year. He showed what he can do, but there's always that turnover ratio where he's screwing up. He doesn't get it right, loses games for you. But you have that one kid that shows you so much freaking heart on the bench, Matt. You bring him in. What does that do to the starter? That's what I'm thinking. Exactly what you said.
Opens up his eyes. Let him know, like, hey, listen, your child's replaceable.
Everybody's replaceable, right? I don't care what you make, right?
Yep. I mean, I tell my kids that on my team.
Mm-hmm.
You earn your position every single week.
Yeah. Matt, as I told you, we had almost 60 kids try out. We kept 43 kids, 17 kids, and I tell you what, I'm not going to lie. I kept a couple kids over some great players this year because they showed heart, number one. They showed up to practice, and they play their hearts off every play. Those are the kids that I want. I'd rather have kids that go out and bust their ass than kids that show up to practice. I played last year. I'm a starter. Nah, there's no such thing on this team.
Yeah, right.
We talked about this, before the show, Matt. Was this a trap game for Dallas? I mean, looking at New England, what do you think, Matt? What do you think about this?
I questioned it before we got on air.
You did?
If it was a trap game. And I believe I don't know. It might be just me thinking this just for comfort as a Cowboys fan.
Well, we always think that way, Matt. We're clouded.
But it's like this overall, like this performance was terrible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it does throw thoughts in my head because at the end of the game, we're down by 2 possessions, and we ran the ball 8 times
straight
with the clock running down. And on top of that, you have a pass interference that was thrown for a pass interference that would have went on the 1 yard line, and then they waived the penalty.
Yeah, let's talk about that play, Matt. Let's talk about that play. It was Gallup that goes up in the air, high points the ball, turns back on the ball, catching the ball over the corner's head. Clearly, the corner did not play the ball. He didn't even turn for the ball. He just put his hands up and pushed him, literally pushed him while the receiver's catching the ball. They throw the flag, wave the flag off. I don't know if Vegas called down and say, hey, look, we just moved the line to 8 points here. I don't know. I'm not using an excuse, of course, but Matt, this is some bullshit sometimes we see, on both sides of the ball, player-wise, team-wise, and ref-wise as well.
Yeah, because, if you think about it, that pace interference puts you on the 1.
Sure.
We run TP in, we're down by 1 possession.
Yeah.
5 minutes to go left in the game. Our defense gets another stop. We get a chance to win the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you know what, Matt, going back to what we said here, you talk about Dak Prescott. I'm going to read some stats here real quick. 25 for 40, 249, 1 TD, 1 pick. The pick came at the most crucial time of the game where the defense was playing, 2, 3 and outs, stopping them, getting the ball back, field position. Just imagine if they would have kicked from there, that they would have got it and we would have got Turpin on the ball. We've seen what he can do tonight. That flag, of course, took the ball back as well. But Pollard, 23 carries, 122, Matt. Even Rico shows something, 4 carries, 24 yards. But you said wide receivers, Matt. Michael Gallup finally showed up, 6 for 92. 6 out of 7 targets he caught. Okay, CD Lamb, 7 targets, 4 catches, 53 yards. Other than that, Matt, I'm looking at the list here, and I don't see anyone else except Brandon Cooks, 2 catches. Tight ends total, 7 catches on tight ends. The total yardage for tight ends were 61 yards, Matt. It's
Terrible.
embarrassing play calling. It's embarrassing play calling. You called it. You said it before the show. It's a yard markers at 3rd and 8. Why are we running to the 5 yards out and catching the ball, trying to get some yak yards? We teach it fundamentally to get beyond the sticks every damn play. Or you know what? Use a boundary. If it's 3 yards, get a wide receiver coming 3 yards. Get another wide receiver going 7 yards. Another one going 10 yards. This way, it controls the boundary of the game. No, not us. It's stupid play calling. It's fundamental football. Like this, this show is supposed to be a post game chat, but this is a post game rant because that's what
Yeah.
the hell we've seen tonight.
Yeah, it was terrible performance all the way around.
It definitely was. It definitely was. Hello, Stacy. How you doing? Hey, at least you guys beat the damn Cardinals. You know what I mean? Hey, at least you guys showed some heart and played as a team. Turned it around in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Us, it was another collapse. We showed you what we are.
And it's like the defense, they struggled a lot tonight and gave up big plays, gave up a lot of points, but they still gave us a chance to actually score points. And our offense did not capitalize on these possessions.
Exactly. I mean, your defense, you bend but you break. Yes, you did give up some big plays. You gave up to one to Connor, of course. You gave the big run to Dobbs, of course. And even Hollywood Brown has some great catches, too. And most of his catches were boundary catches. They were great catches, Matt. They weren't, bad defense. A couple of them was, but some of Hollywood Brown were great catches on the sideline. The one toe tap that he came down with, great catch. But you're right. This defense, it bends, it breaks sometimes, but when it bends, it doesn't really break all the time. It puts you in a position to get the ball back. Matt, this is going back to pre-Parsons days. How many times do we talk about this? This defense can play. This defense can play. Even when we got parts of this defense is elite. We're there. Now, we got the ball back. What happens? I forgot. We have Dak. We struggle. Yep. Matt, let's talk about this red zone. What the hell? We are a 20 to 20-yard team, Matt. 20 to 20. Red zone, we can't do shit, Matt. What would you have done differently, Matt?
Well, I mean, open up the playbook a little bit. Instead of the basics, right off the tackle, or Dak standing in the pocket, not moving his feet, to lead in the sacks or incomplete passes, him throwing it away. I mean, open the playbook up. Where's your tosses at? Where's your jet sweeps? Where's your corner? Where's your corner routes? You know what I mean? Throw the ball up. Let's CD Lamb jump.
Well, the one play in the corner route that he totally missed Gallup in the corner. He underthrew him. If it was a high point ball in the back of the corner, that was the touchdowns. 90% of these quarterbacks are taught that. Don't your quarterbacks stand in practice and have a trash can over there and just toss the ball on a 3-step drop? Dak underthrew the ball. It almost hit the quarterback in the back of the head. This is fundamental football. Fundamental, Matt. Matt, Trey Lance, what would it take for you to bring Cooper Rush in? Because you know what, I've seen enough, man. I coach offense. You're the head coach. You're the president of Plymouth White Marsh. You see it all too. What do you see? What is it going to take for Cooper Rush to come in? Matt, he went 4-1 last year. 4-1 last year, right off the bench, Matt. He controlled the game. He managed the game. He had no picks. He can win you games because what does he do? He don't care if you're a Lamb. He don't care if you're Gallup. He don't care if you're who you are. He's getting you the ball if you're open. That is the big difference right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously thinking as like Jerry Jones, he's not going to do it. He's not going to allow Mike McCarthy to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, if this continues, right, the first 2 games, you could see him struggling, but they won, so they're really not going to be thinking about, the cons he did, how bad he did in certain things, how he was throwing, who he was keying up. He's only looking at one receiver. They don't see that stuff.
But Matt, let me stop you real quick. I agree with you 100%. But that's to the average fan, and that's to Jerry Jones, the owner. We won 2 games, but just like you and I talked about, we talk about this every damn day. Who did we play week 1? It was preseason against the Giants, okay? Your defense won the game. They set the tone, number 1. You didn't have to do anything. Anybody could have played QB with that lead. Week 2, the defense, you took what they gave you. The defense kept you in the game, putting you in positions to win. You didn't have to do much against the Jets. Now, an undermatched Arizona team, the one thing that they showed tonight is that big thing in their chest called heart. They play for nothing. I said in the pregame, a wounded animal is the most dangerous team to play. They were wounded. They're not even going to be anything this year. But you know what? Kudos to them because hey, you got to win in the win column, and it was a pretty deciding win to me, a decisive
You
win to me.
you know what this game looked like? It reminds me of
What's that?
the Cowboys against 49ers in the playoffs.
Oh, the time management game, the bullshit game, the stupid
Let,
play calling.
letting them run down our throats.
Yeah, yeah, 100% agreed. 100% agreed. And you know what, Matt? Watching this defense too. Like, when was the last time in the first quarter? Eileen, one of our people that check into all of our shows, she messaged me. She was like, she has red zone, so she didn't get to see it. And I know I was ahead of you guys, like what, 2 plays when I was talking in the
Oh
chat.
yeah,
And I was watching the one play where Parsons came off the field and he was screaming at LVE, screaming at him because he didn't line up in the proper assignment, and the proper assignment was way over here, and they got gashed for like 25 yards. He started
yep.
screaming. That tells me, like, okay, wow, players don't know their assignments. And you know what? That's totally different coming from a Dan Quinn defense to me.
And you're looking at players that are vets that've been on the team for years.
Tell me about how
We're
Javon
not even
Curse.
talking about it would be not an excuse, right? But a little, what do they call it? Like leadway of, understanding like he's learning the defense, right? Not that much excuse because you still had all summer camp and preseason to get over that. However, you're talking about a 5-year player, 6 year. Is this 6 year or 5 year?
Who's that? Who's that?
LVE.
I think it's like 6 or 7. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but you're talking about players that've been here for 6 or 7 years that still
Right.
don't know this defense.
Yeah, that's very truthful. I mean, LVE's been around since day one, an actual starter, going back to the days where he's had some linebackers, and going back to the Sean Lee days, Matt, going back
Yep.
to those days. That's where he first started it. And to learn from a Sean Lee, like, he was a signal caller coming out, injury prone, of course, but LVE looked totally lost, missing assignments. But even as you said, veterans coming into the game. Javon Curse has been with this team for 3 years now. He looked lost in there, Matt. He got beat on one play.
Yep. He's the curse of the number one.
Exactly. Oh my God. We want to talk about the castaway Kelvin Joseph? Hell.
Jesus.
But
I
yeah,
mean, he looked like burnt toast Brown out there also.
you know what? You're totally right about that. I mean, this secondary. I mean, even Gilmore got some bad plays burned on him
Yeah,
too, and
he
it
was
was
off
just
too. It was
Malik
just an off
Hooker.
game for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, it's now you got beat by one of the worst teams in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to hear all this shit talking for the next 7 days at least,
Yeah, of course. We're
if
going to
not
hear it.
more.
Oh, of course, we're going to hear it. But the
How,
one play, Matt, you talk about busted coverage, about defense assignment. It was Malik Hooker. We had two
yes.
double safeties. One safety comes up. Wilson comes up to play the right side. Hooker goes to the left. Doesn't even look for the top. Not, it wasn't a tight end. It was a slot wide receiver, Matt, that just went, not even touched, not even chipped, not even touched. Runs right up the field and runs a corner route. Okay, Hooker. That was his man. I don't know what kind of defense you're running. If you're going to push somebody off, the back end comes and get him. I mean, that's to your corner saying, okay, I'm gonna play zone here. You got the back half. Hooker went the wrong way, Matt, on that Michael Wilson 61-yard bomb. Not
Yeah.
even touch, Matt. Not even touch.
Nope.
That.
Nobody touched him at all. Nobody jabbed him. You know what I mean? Nobody. Oh God! Like nobody seen him. There's no communication on the defense end.
It, I don't like the word trap game, but I tell you what, to me, this was a no heart, maybe looking forward to. But it concerns me because next week you're playing a defense. They don't have a quarterback. They have Mac Jones. We play the Patriots next week. But man, what can Bill Belichick's defense do? Because Bill Belichick is at home already watching that game film of Dak Prescott today. Like, damn, all I got to do is take away CeeDee Lamb. I
Yep.
can run 7 in the box, take away Lamb. He's still going to throw the ball to that side because we know Dak Prescott. Go against a solid D coach.
And
That's what's going to happen.
Belichick is a very smart coach.
Exactly.
And he's going to do everything in his power to make sure
Mm-hmm.
that the Cowboys pay again.
Oh, I agree. 100%. I agree 100%. Mike Lord checking in. Thanks for checking in. Mike, tough one, fellas. I got stuck watching the KC Bears. Hey, well, you know what? I'm glad you did because, man, you'd probably be ranting the same way. Even though you're an Eagles fan, you'd probably be ranting the same way about this team today. They were that bad. Michael Pat projecting, he's laughing at us. Of course, hey, it is what it is. I mean, we know we suck today. How about them boys? But we're telling you how we are. I mean, we're not sugarcoating anything here. We're keeping it real. I don't think we've said one positive thing today, But I had fun to watch Cowboys lose. Hey, you know what? Glad you did because I enjoyed it too because this was one hell of an ass kicking and they deserved it 100%. I guess Trayvon Diggs meant that much. He did, and he didn't, Matt. What do you think about that?
I mean, he did right on a couple of the plays. However, it was an overall game, or an
True,
overall team effort of sucking.
true.
You know.
And you know what? Go to that point, Matt. A lot of times they don't go to Trayvon's side; they go to Gilmore's side, or they go to the slot receiver. But today it wasn't just that. They picked on Bland, who came in for Trayvon Diggs. They picked on him. They picked on Gilmore too,
Yep.
and they picked on the slot. Where was our slot guy? Where was our slot corner at? He was nowhere to be found. They
Right.
got burned on all aspects of the game, and I understand it's a learning flow when you got the captain on the corner, Trayvon out there. His assignment. You know what he's going to do. You understand that, but you know what I mean. It's like I don't know. It's a bullshit. It's a bullshit day for all around.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. I was just so working.
Yep. Michael says, to be honest, the Cowboys look flat. Michael, I completely agree with you 100%. I think they look totally flat. I don't know. I don't like the word trap game. I really don't because maybe it was an Eagles game or a Niners game in week 5, Matt, after the Patriots game. That would be a trap game to me. But they just got all out beat, man. And it starts from the coaching staff all the way down to. I don't want to blame the defense because I do. The word that we use, Matt, as coaches, we use execute. Execute the play. Execute the proper assignment. They didn't see
Yep.
that on defense. We didn't see that. Offense, I want to put 85% of this blame on Mike McCarthy. I really do. The other 15 goes to Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
I really do.
Oh God, it's just so frustrating.
Dave, do you want to come on the show? Answer me if you want to come on the show.
He does.
All right, Dave. So let me know if you want to come on the show. I'll put you in. I just want your Dallas team to beat the 49ers. Hey, listen, at the way we look today, we can't look forward to the 49ers in 2 weeks. We gotta take care of business with the Patriots first. And right now, that's a huge task to me, Matt. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean this is 1 week at a time, and we all know it's any given Sunday.
Matt, we've seen everything happen today. Fucking the Dolphins put up 70. You know what I mean?
I mean
70.
that. Oh God, that was crazy. I fell asleep. I took a nap.
Man, the funny thing is, I was trying to tweet. I was on Out of the Box Twitter, guys. If you're out there, you're on Twitter. Check out Out of the Box Sports Entertainment Twitter. We try to keep it out there real. Man, I was sitting there. I was like, all right, Mostert scored here. Within like a minute later, as soon as I posted, oh shit, he got another one. I had like my hands were hurting so bad putting up 70 points talking about the Dolphins today. It's man,
It's insane.
yep.
The team's dangerous.
Exactly. And I think she's nail on the head. The Pat Stevens not bad. I mean, just imagine like they are to what we are right now, Matt. Mac Jones, all he really has to do is manage the game and they can win games with that solid defense. We're the same way. We have more weapons, of course, but it's different. It's different. We have Dak Prescott. I think you can build around a Mac Jones. The problem is he has no wide receivers. You put in another quarterback with the Dallas Cowboys. Wow, what could this be, Matt? Imagine. I hate saying this, Matt. What about if you give me a Daniel Jones? What about if you give me a Jalen Hurts? Can we talk dynasty again, maybe, with Jalen Hurts?
With Jalen Hurts, yeah.
100%. 100%.
I mean, oh God, could you imagine? Shit, give me Purdy.
You know what, Mr. Irrelevant? I will take him in a second. You can give me him. Hell, right now, maybe you can give me Sam Darnold.
Baker Mayfield.
Hey, Baker's balling out, man. He's balling out. At least, you know what, Matt? At least he takes chances too.
Right.
He throws bad balls, but at least he takes chances. But he doesn't throw into triple coverage, and he looks down the field and he tries to keep plays alive with his legs, Matt.
I mean, shit, give me Colin Kaepernick. I'll take him.
Hey, Colin, what are you doing, man? What are you doing right now? At least you can run. But I don't know, Matt. This is just a complete embarrassment here. Let's see what Michael Paprick says. I'm an Eagles fan, and I don't like the Cowboys, but the 49ers and their fans took over the number one spot on my most demised team. I don't like. Hey, well, at least we're not on somebody's radar, I mean,
no, we're always on everybody's radar. Don't worry about it. We're going to be talk of the week.
Oh, of course. Hey, the Cowboys, we're getting some great views. We have actually 14 live viewers right now, checking in because they all hate the Cowboys and they love seeing two guys just, fall apart live talking about the Cowboys, Why not, right? Why not? It's the best TV around.
Well, the funny thing is there was a buddy of mine. He just retired from PennDOT, but he was on Facebook and he says, "I wonder what the excuse the Cowboys fans are going to give tomorrow at work." And I wrote back, and I said, depends what type of Cowboys fan you're talking to.
You
Dot,
hit the
dot,
nail on
dot.
the head. You hit the nail on the head, Matt.
A realist Cowboys fan, or we're 5-time Super Bowl champs Cowboys fan.
Exactly. Uh-oh.
Cowboy Dave looks so mad at us right now.
Uh-oh.
I am frustrated with you guys.
Dave,
Listen,
guess what? I got 2 words for you, okay?
I have
Yeah, I
no
can't wait to hear it.
control.
You
I
ready
have
for
no
this?
control over who goes
What's
on
your
the show.
what's your 2 words for me? I can't wait to hear this.
Be realistic.
Okay, that makes
We
sense.
didn't even practice that before the show either, did we?
No, we
What,
didn't.
what was that? The 2 words?
Be realistic, yes.
Be realistic. Okay, I can do that.
Okay,
Wait,
Dave,
can I
you know
grab my
what?
popcorn?
Yeah, please, Dave. You know what? Give me some positive thinking of this game today because
There was no offensive line in this game whatsoever. You had no Biadasz, you had no Martin, and you had no Tyron. That killed us right there. That
Parts.
And I knew going into this game. I figured. I mean, before it started, I thought it was going to be a trap game. I really did. I thought about it, and I was like, something ain't gonna. I just had a feeling it was going to be one of those times. Every time we go to Arizona, something always stupid happens. Things happen. I mean, you weren't going to go 16-0. You lost to an 0-2 team. They were due for a win. We were due for a loss. It happens. Yeah.
So I remember this comment. Michael Pepper says those 49ers fans all last season, they whined after they lost the championship game. Well, that's the difference between, some fans out there, as Matt said, talking about his PennDOT guy, what fan you're talking about. If after a loss, I'm going to tell you good points and I'm going to tell you bad points. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Why?
Okay. I thought third quarter our defense was better in the second half than it was in the first half.
Of course it was. Of course it was. Yeah, I agree with that point. But
okay, and we were in the red zone 3 times, and we got a field goal out of it.
Okay, but once again, going to last week, 7 trips to the red zone, 5 field goals. What has changed from last week to this week?
You said last week was a problem in the red zone, and
it was tonight.
And well, it was. While the pass interference call on Gallup didn't help, that should have been. You guys know that.
Okay, but that was eight straight runs to get in the end zone.
But the defensive player didn't even look back on the ball. How can you not call pass interference on that?
Okay, we had 4 trips to the red zone.
And as Matt said, if that's pass interference, you get ball on the 1 yard line. You give it to Telly Powell. We're down. We're still in the game.
Okay, well, why can't we score in the red zone? What is it? Is it because of our O line? I don't think so.
I don't think. I think that has still a lot to do with it. Dak was running for his life half the time. I mean, geez.
So what do you, Matt? Let me ask you real quick, since you're a coach as well. Let me ask you
Dak, before you even go there, Dak had that one play that he had to. I mean, dude, he got it like 5 guys around him, and he got the first down.
That's what he should be doing. He has legs. He's a mobile quarterback. We pay him $40
That's what he should be doing. Okay. Cooper Rush wouldn't do that.
Cowboy Dave.
Cooper Rush.
Well, there's a difference.
Cooper Rush wouldn't do that.
Well, there's a difference between Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush has a mentality to look at one wide receiver and say, nope. Number 2, nope. Number 3, oh, you're open. I'll get you the ball. That's what he does. He knows when to throw the ball away. He knows to avoid a sack and not go into live another down. That's what he does. He lives another down. But, Matt, let me ask you something. If a defense is being over-aggressive, how do you beat an over-aggressive defense to get the ball downfield? What do you run, Matt?
Listen, what you can run a lot of shit when you're over aggressive. But there was no shots down the field.
Damn, Dave, you turned sideways there. I mean, what's going on?
Shit happens, guys. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's.
Listen, here we go, because this is 2 weeks in a row now.
I mean,
we are not running our play actions like we normally do.
Yes, exactly true.
Our play actions open everything, right?
I agree.
But I mean, the one play, to your defense, Cowboy Dave, the one play where it was a play action and he rolled out and you had that tight end come in, it was a missed block by, which would have been Tyron Smith's side. Mm-hmm. You would have had that block. Mm-hmm. That would have been one. But we're not running our play actions enough.
All right,
and it could be with the fact that we haven't played anybody.
This is true. So what was the deal? What was Tyron Smith's deal? Was he hurt? What was going on here? I had no idea.
A knee injury.
He was faking any.
No, he was babying.
He's babying in the injury. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
guys, I'm at a family party. Okay. Our whole family had a huge party there at my niece's house. Okay. And I'm watching the game. It was fun. It was nice. It was a whole family thing. We had it was a get together.
Wait. I thought you said the game was fun. But
it was a good time. But listening to Captain Crazy over here on the left hand side, every time he turned around, Mm-hmm. Every time he turned around, he's effing Dak this and effing Dak that, and I'm trying to listen, like trying to talk to a conversation with my family, and I'm sitting there listening to what he's saying. I'm like, and I hear, "F this, Dak sucks." I'm like, dude, stop.
I'm surprised the people at the party didn't say, "Yeah, F Dak, he sucks."
No. They were like, "Who?" A lot of them were saying, "Who the hell's that?" And what I did was,
you should have said, "I want to hear what you said." What did you say?
I had to mute your candy ass because if I didn't, I would.
You should have said if that was me. I would have said that's the realistic Cowboy fan.
No. The one who's dogging Dak the whole time.
What did you see positive about Dak tonight? What did you see positive other than two positive runs?
He had two nice runs. He threw. I mean, the touchdown. The touchdown he threw was nice.
But Dave, let's look at the disadvantage. How many times did he throw into coverage? How many times did he take a sack away? How many times did he look down his receiver? 2 picks tonight almost, Dave. That didn't happen. 2 picks tonight in the double coverage, right? Matt, did you see that point or no?
Last I checked, there was only 1.
2 could have been easy, just like the one last week.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but it wasn't.
Okay, well, coulda, shoulda, woulda. We should have won that game, but we didn't.
We should have won the game, but like I said, it was a trap game. We knew going in there. I just had a feeling going in there we weren't going to win that game.
Oh, okay.
Because you knew, you saw their quarterback. He was hot in the first quarter. I mean, that huge run he had. I mean, come on, right then and there.
You're saying he was hot because he put some Ben Gay on his legs or something. He got that little boost of energy there. But to me, it was defense assignment football. You didn't play your gaps.
I think it was a tale of 2 halves. I think our second half was a lot better. I really do.
Elite teams play 1 to 4.
Bro, you can't. It's the NFL, dude. Come on. Teams adjust all the time.
So let me ask you this: How much better are the Giants than we are? They came back from 20 points down, and we couldn't even get in the end zone.
It's the NFL. It happens, dude. It's just part of the game.
Okay.
I mean, a couple bad calls here and there. Things happen. I mean, come back next week and play better. That's all I can say.
All right. Well, real quick before we get out of here, I'm going to have to look on, SuperBowlTickets.com because my Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl in Vegas this year. Because I want to be positive.
What they buy their tickets already?
Hey, you know what? You tell me the Cowboys are going. If you tell me the Cowboys are going,
did I say anything? Did I ever say the S word? No, I did not. You did.
I did not. We don't use.
I did. I never, guys. I never said the S word. It never came out of my mouth.
I didn't say you did. I say we know that we don't use the S word around here.
I don't use the S word. On this show, we don't use the S word because we know better than that.
We do not.
None of us do.
All right. So, Dave, what do we do from here, Dave? Because Dave,
we learn from our mistakes we did today, and then just come back next week better. That's all.
What were the mistakes? Okay, Dan Quinn, you're Dan Quinn. What does he have to do next week, Dave?
Coverage was horrible. The coverage was horrible today. I mean, that open play on the 5 yard on our 5 yard line, and they got over a huge play. Malik Hooker got burnt. I mean, you can't have that happen. I mean,
that was a bad assignment ball. That was just not knowing where you're going.
Okay. I guess you guys are going to kill McCarthy for going for it on 4th down in the red zone, right?
Not on the first one.
Instead of kicking the field goal.
Not on the first one.
Okay.
But it's a catch-22 situation. You know your defense is playing. Your defense is getting gashed. You're stopping them in many ways.
But the defense stopped them on that time. They didn't do anything on that first time. They didn't do anything.
Second half, I said this earlier, Cowboy Dave, but the defense was putting us in positions to score, and our offense did not score. Dak didn't put us in the position that he was capable of scoring for us. Right. So we know the first half our defense did a lot of damage for us. They were terrible. We all know that.
I agree.
Second half they stepped up a lot.
They did.
They were starting to become the Cowboys defense that we know they are.
Right.
So we were putting the ball back in the offensive side in their ball court to get us this victory, to help out the defense because they were struggling. And Dak couldn't lead our offense to scoring any touchdowns.
If you want to be technical about it and really go off the handle, the Parsons sack, he was offsides. The guy moved. before
he was.
Micah got to him, but they didn't call it on us. We got lucky on that one.
Yeah, we did get lucky on that one.
I mean, you gotta. Yes, there was bad calls. Of course, we go to the PI, the offsides. We got that. Even the sack at the inch yard line on with Parsons in the end zone. That could have been a safety.
Could have been.
They could have been. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. The refs, made some mistakes on both sides of the ball. I've seen both sides of the ball. I'm not going to blame them 100%. But to me, it was just an all around bad performance. And what I see in Dak, I'm going to be truthful about it. I'll be very honest with you guys. I'll be very honest with you. I have 100 jerseys, and the one jersey I do not have is a Dak Prescott jersey.
I thought the comeback. I mean, in the second half, I thought it was good. I mean, they cut it to 4 at one point. I think it was whatever it was, and I thought when we cut it, hit the field goal. What was it, 21-16? Is that what it was? Something like that. Is that right? I think that's what it was.
5-point game, something like that.
Yeah, it was 5-point game. I thought when we did that, I said, okay, we're in this. We'll be fine.
But Dave, are you concerned? Are you concerned? It's third and goal going into the end zone. Oh, there. All right, Matt. Damn, I thought Matt got frustrated and he left.
No, I know he wasn't mad.
All right, now you're in the middle, Dave. Now you're in the middle.
Actually, I don't want to. Well, it's fine. Whatever.
Here's the thing. I want to ask you, Dave. Does it concern you that crucial moment of the game? Once again, when the ball's in Dak's hands, the most valuable time of the game, your defense had 2 and outs, stopped them before the big gashing right at the last play of the game's coming up. But does that concern you where Dak, crucial time, drops back, looks at one wide receiver, and just throws it right to where the linebacker is, and he doesn't even see the damn linebacker?
Well, it's funny you should say that because the where he threw the ball to, he didn't throw it to Lamb, he threw it to Cooks. He was looking for Cooks in the end zone. And
right in front of a linebacker?
I get that, but normally he goes to Lamb on that play, and he didn't. He went to Cooks. So
we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, the positive, pat on the back because he went to another wide receiver.
It happens, man. All good players do.
It happens. Dave, I want you to go back and watch the game. I already told Matt this.
I watched the game. I saw
the one play. I rewind shit. You know me. I rewind it. I save stupid stuff. And I watched the one play where I said in the group chat, Michael Gallup had a hot dog by the pylon, waving to Dak Prescott. I'm open.
I don't think Dak saw him. Dak didn't see him.
Obviously, he didn't see him because he only looks at one wide receiver, Dave.
Dak didn't see him.
Well, he had some ketchup in one hand, a freaking hot dog in the other, and he's like waving like this to Dak Prescott, and he's not going to see him.
Well, the one catch Gallup did make was nice, though. Yeah, he had 3 or 4 catches tonight.
No, Gallup had 6 catches, 92 yards.
Okay, 6 catches. And Gallup hasn't seen the field in 2 weeks. I haven't seen a ball in 2 weeks, so that's actually a good plus thing if you think about it.
You know what, Dave? I do want to have one positive moment real quick before we get into our sponsors real quick. I do want to say one thing positive about tonight's game.
Rico scored?
Rico scored tonight. I'm very happy about that. You've been waiting for that for 18 years.
I have been waiting for that for the longest time. Yeah. It's funny because we were in my niece's back room, and when I was watching the game, and Rico scored. I was like, everybody's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That's Rico." They're like, "Who's Rico?" I'm like, "Rico Dowdle."
Well, that's really bothers me that you were watching the game. You watched the game there, though, right?
Nobody knew who Rico was. They didn't know it.
You watched the game, right?
I watched pieces of it. Yeah, I was trying to be,
you said you watched it in the back room. Why the hell were you putting you in the back room first?
No. That's just when you walk into the house. The room's right there.
All right. I'm just making sure.
No, it wasn't just me. No, we were all sitting there watching it. It was just the fact that, everybody was like, "Who's Rico?" I was like, "That's Rico. I love Rico."
Is next week's game in Dallas or New England? I don't even know, honestly.
No, it's in Dallas. Yes, it's in Dallas.
It's in Dallas. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Well, guys.
Hello, Eileen. Oh, dude, Matt, I swear my phone was blowing up the whole game. It was you guys. It was other people. It was ESPN. Oh my God!
Wait. First of all, stop. You said ESPN was blowing up your phone?
Well, yeah, my fantasy football was blowing up like crazy.
Oh, I thought it was Stephen A. Smith calling you.
No, it was you guys. No, with you guys. Oh my God, my phone was. I looked at my phone. I had like 20 messages. I was like, "What is going on?" And I was trying not to be rude. I was trying to, I didn't want to get upset. I was just watching the game, just being me. I was eating eggplant parmesan. It was really good. But
I didn't get any.
Yeah, exactly right. Man.
Sorry, well, it was a family thing, we're all just.
I tell you what, Matt sent me a message. He's like, "Is the chainsaw fired up?" I was.
And the funny part was, I had.
Oh.
A little bit.
What the hell there?
This guy over here screaming at the top of his lungs. And people were like, "Who the hell is that?" I was like, "Just ignore it."
Hey, look, you know what? I'm very passionate about what I see. You know, we keep it real here. It's something I see. But guys, you know, before we get out of here, let's go over a couple here of our sponsors really quick. I tell you what, I wish this was in PA.
Cooper Rush time? No, it's not Cooper Rush time.
Why not, Dave?
It's not.
It's Trey Lance time. It's Trey Lance time.
Not even that. Nah.
It's Trey Lance time, Dave. I'm telling you.
Nah.
Okay. Telling you, Dave. Telling you.
Not
Colin
yet.
Kaepernick time, baby. Come on.
Get the sponsors done. Let's go. Come on.
All right, let's go. Let's do some sponsors here, guys. I tell you what, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. So tomorrow morning, you already know I need some Monkey Cove coffee, the evolution of flavor-infused coffee. 3 great blends. There are 2 older blends, bourbon chocolate chip, toasted coconut rum, and the newest Benson Martin blend. Make sure you use promo code OTBS Sports at monkeycovecoffee.com. The best coffee out there. Make sure you get it, and make sure you use promo code OTBS Sports. Of course, Dugout Mugs. Check it out for all your sports fans out there, special occasions, weddings, whatever you have out there. You know what? Maybe my TOP buddy's probably going to get one for Christmas because, you know, there is coming a new edition pretty soon. You already know I got to get one inscribed for Cowboy Nation to little baby Klein coming pretty soon. So make sure you reach out to Dugout Mugs, OTBS Sports 20 at the checkout. Sports, any sports out, custom, MLB, NBA, you name it. You can even get one that says, you know, maybe you'll get one to Dave saying, "I still believe." It ain't going to happen, but hell, if you love Dave that much, get him one. Get him one. You know, last but not least, Jason 5, Attorney Big Al, 1-800-HURT-123, motor vehicle accident, slip and fall, workman's comp, personal injury claims. I tell you what, if this game was in PA, I tell you some of those Cowboys would probably be calling because they got their ass burnt tonight. But burnt. You know, 3 community law locations: Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Cherry Hill, and Cherry Hill. So reach out to Jason 5, 1-800-HURT-123, guys.
It could have been worse, man. Look what Miami did to Denver. Come on now.
You know what, Dave? I would rather be down
70-20. Come on,
Dave, I would rather be down 70 points and then see what I seen with today because
not me.
When you're in it, they were out of the game right from the jump. Us, we were in the game, but Dave, you know, it goes to show you, week 1 was an all-around game, which offense, defense, and special teams. Okay, we've seen that. The phase today was mediocre, and positive on the special teams, but a penalty coming back. But,
yeah, that Turpin run. Come on, man, you can't be calling that. But that's a garbage call right there.
Hey, you got called for it. It's a block. You got called. You know.
I didn't think it was that much of a block of back, to be honest with you.
But the one thing I think they have to work on is, Matt, as we were saying earlier before Dave hopped on, 10 penalties in the first half.
Yeah, that killed them.
When was the last time you see that in the NFL? I think it was 15.
Well, and even they had a false the time ran out on the clock.
Delay game.
Yeah, delay game. Yeah.
And you know, funny thing is, I watched that play. Dak is still lifting his freaking leg up like you don't know the damn play clock. The jumbotron shows you how big the damn play clock is, and you're still putting your foot in the air, not knowing the time clock.
Why were you like 5 plays ahead of us, bro?
Because I'm like that, brother. You know
that blew my mind.
Was I really that far ahead of you guys?
You were that far ahead of us. You were. You really were.
Like a solid 2 plays ahead of us.
You were like three. Yeah, you were like 3 plays ahead of us, bro.
Oh damn! I didn't even know that. I thought you guys.
Were my God! By the time you told me what happened, I'm sitting there. I was 2 plays behind.
Dave, if that was me, I would have messed with somebody at the game at my house. I would have said, like, listen to me, like, oh, turnover. You know what? I bet it's a turnover right here.
Because the stream where I was terrible. It kept going off the whole time.
Oh,
and
no.
and here you're sitting there telling me, oh, field goal, touchdown. I'm like, I see nothing.
I actually had to mute the sports group because you were so ahead. I'm like,
you were so far ahead of us. It wasn't even funny.
I think I was. I thought I was exact time with you guys.
Oh, dude, not even close. Not even close.
That's why I messaged you. I said, you're about 2 plays ahead of us.
You were like 3 plays ahead of me.
Wow, I did not know that. I'm streaming the games too. I stream all the games, you know.
Yeah, and you were way ahead of us, man.
I guess that's a benefit of having every channel in the world, Dave, huh?
I guess it is.
All right, guys. Before we get,
like I said, the room I was in, the stream just kept the internet where I was is not very good.
I had live TV.
It kept dying. It kept dying on me, and I was like, oh great. So I just had to wait until it came back. And by the time I did that, you were telling me field goal, touchdown. I'm thinking. Why am I watching this game? You know, you're so far ahead of me. I know it's going to happen already.
All right, I will go. I will wait 2 plays and then I'll comment from now on, guys. Okay.
That makes more. That would help a little bit.
Sure. All right. So going forward to next week, what do we see next week, real quick? Before we'll be back live Wednesday night, 9:30, of course. But what do we see from Sunday evening going to next week? What do we see?
Who do we have? New England.
the Patriots with the guru, Mr.
Dude,
Belichick.
what I saw that Jets game New England was that was ugly. That was really bad today.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it was Matt. It was bad. It was bad. Actually, Zeke had a good day today. He actually did pretty well. But Zach Wilson is bad, dude.
Terrible.
We said that about Josh Dobbs today too.
Well, I didn't think. Mac Jones. I'm not sold on him.
Yeah, but guess what? Any quarterback can destroy our fucking secondary right now.
Hey, let me read you real quick some stats real quick from Josh Dobbs. 17 for 21. That's almost a perfect goddamn day. Okay, 17 for 21, 189 yards. Pretty accurate with the ball. And to me, he took what the defense gave him.
How many touchdowns did he throw?
He threw it for 1.
Okay.
But that's pretty accurate to me. I mean, 17 for 21. Take what the defense gives you. Looking downfield, whoever's open. I mean, that's what I seen today. But
I mean, I watched the first half of the Jets Patriots game. That was really ugly. It really was, both teams.
All right. Before we get out of here, I just have one final question to both of you, real quick. If we're down, does it concern you that Dak's throwing the ball 25 for 40 today? We're down. Dak has to throw the ball. Is that concerning if we don't have a lead?
Matt, go first.
Not necessarily.
No?
I don't think so either.
Okay.
I'm with Matt on that one.
It just depends on the situation. But when you don't have your head coach putting you in the best position, then
Great.
You know what I mean? That's when it's just going to start going south.
This could be an NFC East loss for everybody. Think about it, because Washington lost, we lost, and the Giants lost. So the Eagles lose tomorrow, everybody loses the NFC East.
Yeah, but I look at on a Sunday who you playing on that day. I mean, you got to win the games. This is a winnable game that you let go.
No, I agree. I'm not saying. I'm just saying it just happened that 3 NFC East losses. So let's make it a 4th tomorrow. So,
all right.
All right. Well, give me your final thoughts here, Dave. Go ahead.
Final thoughts.
We're going to the Super Bowl.
No, I'm not.
Matt, you said the word. Matt, you said the word. Matt.
See, you said the word.
Listen, I was just saying what he was thinking.
No, I wasn't thinking that at all. I wasn't thinking that. My final thoughts was I thought our offensive line was weak because we didn't have anybody there. That's what killed us the most. I mean, no Martin, no Biadish, and Tyron was on the sideline. God, what knows why. I think if those 3 would have played, it would have been a different game. I really do. I think our offensive, because I think our running game would have been a little bit better. I think Pollard to me, it's like he's going. I feel like he's running the ball and it's like he gets hit and he's done. I don't know. Maybe it was me. Maybe that's what I saw. Offensive line. It's a shame it wasn't there tonight, because I think if it was there, we win that game. Number 2, I love our kicker. I love him.
Well, you and these kickers, man.
I love Brandon. I just do.
To be honest, though, I do like our kicker.
I love Brandon. I do. He hasn't missed yet. He's clutch.
But here's the thing, Dave. Before next week, I need you to do me one favor regarding the kicker.
What's that?
I need a nickname for him.
I'm trying. I'm trying. It's tough because it'll come. I'll get one eventually.
All right.
Malik Hooker, dude. Come on, you cannot let that happen, dude. You cannot let that happen. Because if you stop him there, we could win the game. It's one game. Don't get upset. It happens. It's the NFL. You're going to lose games. It happens. Come back next week, New England. Come back next week. Yeah, you look it. Come back next week. Forget about this one. Throw it away. Come back with 3-1 next week. We're good.
But Dave, real quick before I let Matt go here, I want to ask you something about that Malik Hooker incident where it was a blown coverage, right?
Yeah.
Was that all Malik Hooker's fault?
I don't think so.
Who do you blame?
Bad coverage. I mean, nothing you can do.
Number one, you have to believe. You have to say one guy's name, Marquise Bell.
Where was Marquise Bell? Where was Van Der Esch on the play too?
No, Van Der Esch had nothing to do with that. That was
Bell was playing tonight.
What's that? Yeah, Bell was playing tonight. Bell was playing tonight. Yeah, we seen him on that one play. The one play that caught my eye. He was in the slot covering. Okay, Wilson on that play. He was in the slot. He was in the slot covering that guy. Matt, we always know as a secondary corner, if you're playing zone, you're looking behind you and saying, you got the back end. I'm coming here. I'm playing the boundaries. You have the back end. That was never done.
I got a nickname for Bell.
Well, put this in.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Put this in perspective, too, guys. You got to remember this was the first. This was the first game for Donovan Wilson and Jordan Lewis. They haven't played all, so put that in perspective, sir.
All right, let me write that one. Let me write that one down, Matt, because I love that. I
Casper.
love that one. Yeah.
What's that?
Marquise Bell. Bell's
Casper the
new
Friendly
name
Ghost.
is now Casper.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Arizona Cardinal.
And my last thing is,
We wrote that down as a sticky, man.
why in the world did Pittsburgh get rid of James Conner? I can't figure that out for the life of me.
I don't know. But here's
Rebuild.
the thing. What's that?
I don't get it.
Rebuild.
Rico.
Yeah.
Rico.
Okay.
All right.
But like I said before, Jordan Lewis and Donovan Wilson did not touch the field this first day they played. Give them time.
All right. So okay, I get it. All right, you're cool. That's cool. I understand that. But Matt, you were doing some of this here, so go ahead.
Your turn.
Oh, my turn. We suck.
Let me get my popcorn.
We don't suck. We're 2-1. How we suck?
Dave.
If we were 0-3, I could see it, but come on.
If I had blue sunglasses on right now, I'd go like this.
Okay.
No, our offensive line got to get healthy. We already see that.
Agree.
Defense needs to step their shit up because we showed that we're playing like we played in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Our offense is running through us. Miscommunication. They need to get their shit together.
That was the year
Point
we gave up
Blackberry
30 pointers.
and Mike McCarthy can go suck a dick because he's terrible.
Wow. Final thoughts?
Yeah, we're probably gonna get kicked off the air for that one. So I apologize if we did.
Yeah, thanks to you. Yeah, thanks.
I apologize, but
Mike
McCarthy's making rookie mistakes, just like Dak is making rookie mistakes. They need to clean shit up. If they come in and lose to the Patriots next week, when we do our post game, I will have a paper bag over my face.
Can't wait to see that.
You won't be the only one.
Actually, I asked my wife if there was one upstairs because I was coming on the air tonight with a paper bag.
God.
But Cowboy Dave made up for everything. I'm in a better mood.
Dave's the positive one. Dave brings positivity to the group.
I mean, I just see things. I mean, just I try.
All right. Well, here's my final thoughts, Matt.
Just the three of us.
Exactly. It's just the three of us. All right, Matt. Real quick to reiterate what you said. Real quick, we're not going to get kicked off because I just got a message sent to my email says, "Guys, I like how Matt kept it real. I will not kick you off because you speak the truth right there."
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay.
We're getting kicked off.
He just told McCarthy to suck on the but you're just.
You know what? I'm glad he said that because I was going to say the same damn thing. I'm glad Matt said it this time because he sucks. He can go suck a big D, and you can't ban me for that because he coaches Big D. Okay, so you can't kick me off for that right now. But listen.
Oh, they can kick you off for it, but go ahead.
I've been kicked off for worse, man.
We know that, Mr. Facebook.
I apologize, though.
How many times have you been kicked out of Facebook? What, 4? Come on, man.
Twice permanently and like 4 or 5 times for a couple of days.
Right, exactly my point.
I keep it real. My final thoughts, I agree with what you guys said. The offense, they need to have a better play caller. Mike McCarthy needs to step up his game, put the players in a position. You have an elite team. Wide receivers, O-line, I understand they were hurt. Dak Prescott needs to be put in better situations where I want him under center. Because this shotgun crap is not working to me. I want to see 3-step, 5-step drops. Take what the defense gives you. This is supposed to be a West Coast offense, a hybrid fast offense, taking what the defense gives you. Hot routes, slant routes, drag routes, take shots. And just like Matt said in the beginning of the show, I want more play action. out of this team. The defense, of course, needs to step up, next man up. They got to get this team flowing again because when you see Van Der Esch and Parsons fighting with each other on the field, that tells you something's not right tonight. It's not right tonight. So that's my final thoughts. Get it right because next week you're playing a defensive-minded coach in Bill Belichick. So they got to get this right. And I tell you what, next week, Matt, if you can find a brown paper bag for me, please send it to me because I can't find any of them.
All right. So if next week we win 40-7.
We played a shitty-ass Patriot team.
Again, right, exactly.
But, okay, Dave, okay, you're telling me the Jets, what are their record? 0-2, 0-3 now, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, the Giants.
They won
the first week.
They won the first week.
All right, so they're 2-1. So they're 2-1. They're contenders. They're 1-2.
They're 1-2.
They're contenders. They're 1-2. They're contenders. Damn it. Okay.
They won that game on the punt
return. Last week, the Cardinals play the Giants. The Cardinals are up 20-some points going into the third quarter. Right. The Giants come back. We beat the Giants 40-0. How bad does that make us look?
It's a week-to-week league. You know this. Come on, man.
Okay, you know what? I'll leave it there with you. I understand what you said, but I'll tell you what. If next week, if I don't see any progression on all the things we talked about tonight, there's a problem with that.
Then I'll agree with you. But I'm just saying it's a week-to-week league.
You agree
know
with me?
this.
That'll never happen.
I try not to.
I know.
Sometimes I have to.
You don't have to.
No, I don't have to. But sometimes you said, yeah, just
you know, I'm gonna put.
We could go 16-1
right now. You ready?
Okay, wait, hold on, man. One second. What did you say, Dave? What did you say, Dave?
Nothing.
No, you said 16-1. What did you say?
No, I said we could go 16-1, and you guys would find fault in it.
I'll stop you right there. You're damn right, because if I go 16-1, that means I'm in the playoffs. Am I winning the playoffs or not?
You can't go perfect every year. It doesn't happen.
My team sucks until I get that damn championship banner. That's when my team doesn't suck. I do. You guys know me.
Even the Chiefs had losses. It happens.
I don't care. You know what? Nobody remembers second place. You guys know last year when we got knocked out of the playoffs up here, and when my elite team up here, we got beat. Award ceremony, I get a nice looking trophy.
Yeah, and you take the trophy and throw it away.
I do in the damn trash right in front of my freaking team. You know what? He's crazy. Well, you know what, boys? Next year, I want to be better.
Then you lost to the same team last week.
Hey, you know what? Well, who cares? It's all good. We'll beat them in the playoffs, hopefully. I see the difference between me and Mike McCarthy is one thing. You know what I do?
He has a Super Bowl and you don't. That's the difference.
I don't care. He can eat a dick for all I care. Okay.
There it is again. We're gonna get kicked off the show.
I don't care. But the difference between me and him, Matt. I mean, Matt, tell me if I'm right. I take what I lost with, and I rebuild my team for next week. I guarantee you, when I play right, what did I say 2 weeks ago? I'm dropping 50 on these son of a bitches. And I was up 46 points at halftime. Okay. I'm surprised
they haven't kicked this off yet.
Hey, I hope they do. You know, if they do, they do. Okay, I keep it real. You know, I'll fight to that.
Cowboy Dave,
yes, sir.
I'm about to put you in a better mood. The Phillies have won, so that leads our total to one game to clinch a spot.
I thought it was still 2 because Arizona won and the Cubs won.
I think it's 1.
I think it's still 2 because Florida won tonight too. Florida won.
2 games.
I think it's still 2. Florida won, and I think Florida and Arizona.
We're going to be good.
Did the Phillies win?
Yes, 5-2.
Okay, it was 5-0 last I checked.
5-2.
A 5-2 final. Okay, so they swept they swept the Mets who threw up the white flag on Friday or Thursday
because they got eliminated.
Oh, they've been eliminated. They've been done.
Just to let you guys know real quick, the Braves are up 6-4 too, and they have nothing to play for.
They're playing the Nationals. They better win.
They're playing team. Dave, we played the Cardinals today. We should have won, Dave. Oh, you're right. It's a matter who you play, Dave. Right.
Okay. Any given Sunday. You know that, guys. Come on.
Any given Sunday. Okay, Dave. Any given Sunday. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Last comment of the night. Hey, guys, I was taking a nap before the Raiders game. What did I miss? Ken, I'm going to tell you what, if you want to watch the Cowboys game, you're going to have a laughing stock of a game because they shit the bed today. And if you want to watch this show, get your popcorn ready because it's an all-out, as you see, it's not a post-game chat. It's a post-game rant.
Yeah, watch the game and then rewatch our show.
Yes.
And then give us your opinion.
Yes. All right, guys. So
I'm sure we'll get the opinions are on right now. I'm sure they're all over the place. Sir.
Oh yeah, I mean, right now there's 11 people watching the show. Everybody's laughing,
and they're cracking their heads off. Right?
You know what? It's 27 years. Why not give them another laugh? I mean, what's the big deal for another week, right? What's another
week? 27 years, and Arizona gave us 28 to make it a 28 year.
Yeah, they dropped 28 on us. I think that they're telling us something, Matt. It's a sign, exactly. They're telling us, guys, you talk about 27 years. Well, guess what? We dropped 28 on you. We're the Arizona Cardinals. That's a sign, Matt. That is a sign. And
Miami dropped 70 on Denver. Come on.
I can't wait to see what Stephen A. Smith says about us.
Who cares? Who cares what that trash guy says? And marry him. Whatever.
There it is right there. It's 27 years in counting. Matt, you're right. So we're at 28. So there it is right there. They gave us a clear, You
guys act like we're 0-3. I mean, come on.
Hey, we could if we could be 0-3. Who knows? But all right, guys, you guys ready to get out of here? It's been
let's get out of here. My phone's dying as it is, so let's go.
Sort of like the Cowboys did on the field today, Dave.
Oh God, stop.
Yeah. All right, guys. My name is Paul Spencer, the realistic one. That is the TOP. I got to come up with a new name because I think Tower of Pissed, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Tower
yet,
of Patience anymore.
I don't think he's patient. I don't think he's patient. It's wearing off. He's wearing off, And of course, the Dave Yarnell, the positive aspect of the 215 boys every week, bringing you the positivity of being a Cowboy fan. And Matt and I just bring it right back down to reality.
So somebody's got to be the positive one on the show. So it might as well be me.
You're right, Dave. Every group needs a positive person. Everybody needs one.
Rico got a touchdown. It was positive.
What's that?
My positive day. Rico for the touchdown.
You know what? It should be here in about 2 weeks. I did order it, Dave, as I told you. I did last week when we did the show. I did order a Rico Dowdy jersey.
Congrats to Rico, baby. That made my night. That made my night when he scored. I was so happy.
All I know is that son of a bitch cost me $221 to order his damn
And it was a good play. I mean, it was a nice play. Dak just threw it over the top. He caught it and went, man.
Rico was moving. Did you see his one play?
Rico was moving.
Like 6 players. That was insane.
Yeah, did you see that? Was
lose 3 yards and he ended up first down.
No, it was like 9 yards. He could have lost like 10. Yeah, it was great.
Matt, I'm glad you mentioned that. We talk about a lot of screens. That was a screenplay to him with nobody out there. He had like one lineman out there. He did it all on his own. I give him credit for that. But that goes back to play calling, Matt. A screen out there with one guy versus like 4 guys down the boundaries. That to me is like, we talked about this, Matt. You have 4 guys on the boundaries versus one guy. Where the hell are the other defenders at on your wide receivers? Somebody has to be open. Somebody has to be open.
I agree. All right, guys, let's end it.
All right, let's get out of here, guys. Myself, Matt, will you be with us this Wednesday?
I will try.
All right.
Good.
There we go.
It's been tough trying to get on.
Sounds good. If you're there, we're all part of this together. So myself, Paul Spencer, the TOP Tower of Power, and Dave Yarnell, the showstopper, will be back next week, 9:30 p.m., trying to be a little positive. I don't know if we can, but if we have Dave, it'll be a positive show. Go, boys, go.
Go, boys, go.
See you next week.
Later.